At 11.
Someone's shooting. Someone's shooting inside.
Tonight on The Edge, we're learning new details about those gunshots that were fired inside a Dearborn banquet hall during a wedding. Sources tell Fox 2 the suspected gunman is the father of the bride.
So how does such a joyous occasion end in gunfire? Fox 2's Jessica Dupnack joins us live with more on the details of that tonight here on The Edge. Jessica.
Roop and Taryn, the father of the bride apparently wasn't invited to the wedding in the first place. That's because he didn't agree with the marriage. But he showed up anyway here at Dearborn Manor, and he brought a weapon with him.
You guys, someone's shooting. Someone's shooting inside.
Children clinging to their parents' sides, the elderly falling to the ground.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
The pop of champagne in celebration turns to the pop of gunfire when the father of the bride shows up, guns blazing. What did it look like out here?
A lot of people are crying, a lot of people, you know, it's shooting. It's not a joke.
Abbas Abahoder was leading a pro-Palestinian protest nearby when shots rang out last Friday evening. Dozens rushed from the protest to Dearborn Manor, concerned the shooting had something to do with the current climate in the Middle East.
A lot of people, you know, they're gonna see if their family fine. Because someone called me and said, my daughter inside, please come on.
But as it turns out, sources say 60-year-old father of the bride, Haidar El-Jabouri, was unhappy that he wasn't invited to the wedding and that his daughter was marrying a man with a different background. Witnesses say Al-Jabouri fired multiple shots in the air. Then the groom's dad actually stepped in to try and get the gun. It was pointed at him. Al-Jabouri went to fire the weapon again at the groom's dad, but something happened and it didn't work.
Someone's shooting at this wedding.
Dearborn police got there quick. You can see here taking Al-Jabouri into custody.
No one got hurt. That's the most important.
He is now charged with 8 felonies, including assault with intent to murder, given a hefty $500,000 cash bond.
I hope not only in Dearborn, all over the weddings, don't use that gun.
You can just feel how scary that must have been watching the video. Now, we did talk to the owner of Dearborn Manor by phone. Very short conversation. Was curious about how this father of the bride got inside and security. They told me no comment. Now, we also talked to a spokesperson with Dearborn Police. They are classifying this as a domestic situation. Reporting live in Dearborn, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
Yeah, you said it, a scary situation, but one that could have just turned tragic had that gun gone off when he allegedly pointed it at the groom's dad. Just horrific how this could have turned out.
Brave, really, to come after a man with a gun, clearly enraged. Now, we're not sure if the gun malfunctioned or maybe he ran out of bullets. Either way, thankfully, no one was hurt.
Yeah, scary moments there in Dearborn. Jessica Dupnack for us tonight with that video here on The Edge. Thank you.
You know, this kid has been shot, and he said he shot himself accidentally in his face.
It happened again. A child got his hands on a weapon and accidentally shot himself. The 911 call came from the Pilgrim Village apartments at Warren and Lily Roads in Canton. We're told the 14-year-old was home alone when the bullet hit his face. Police are working to find out where that gun came from. No word on that child's condition tonight.
Also tonight, the parents of the Oxford High School shooter are trying to build a case that will clear them of involuntary manslaughter charges.
Prosecutors argue their negligence contributed to their son's deadly behavior. As Fox 2's Scott Wolchek reports, the Crumbley's latest defense is raising some eyebrows in the legal world.
There were so many opportunities to save lives. Those 4 children should not be dead.
That's what the prosecution will argue as James and Jennifer Crumbley await their trial in January. Each are charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter after their son murdered 4 of his classmates at Oxford High School and injured 7 other people in November 2021. The prosecution alleges the shooter's parents had multiple chances to stop the tragedy.
They're saying that they're a cause and effect of this event transpiring.
To prepare for those types of arguments, the Crumbly's attorneys are now filing motions to subpoena their son's orthodontist and doctors as witnesses and ordering additional records like optometrist visits to show they addressed their son's medical needs.
I'm just going to be curious to see what a bad tooth or bad eyesight would have to do with being neglectful emotionally.
Attorney Lillian Diallo feels the move is a stretch.
The optometrist, the orthodontist, where is the behavioral health component?
While attorney Todd Perkins says this case is so wrapped in emotion, these requests will likely be useful in establishing positive character for the Crumblies.
They have to present that type of evidence. We made meals for him. We took him to school. I took him to tutoring. I helped him with his homework.
Perkins points out in a jury trial, it all boils down to evidence presented in court. So records and witnesses that can prove good parenting matter.
That could be helpful. Trials is about being able to tell really a better story than the other side.
The shooter's sentencing is set for December 8th. James and Jennifer Crumbley's trial will be on January 23rd. Reporting in Oxford, I'm Scott Walczek on The Edge.
Oh, it's just so hard to forget, but you may remember well that there was another tragedy in Oxford not long after the school shooting. In April of 2022, 54-year-old Dennis Kendrick was killed in a random shooting outside of his apartment building. 36-year-old Marcus Nathan believed Kendrick had been threatening him, but that wasn't the case. It was inaccurate. Nathan was originally charged with open murder, but recently was able to plead down to second-degree murder. Today, during sentencing, he was given a punishment of 13 to 30 years in prison.
We standing strong. We're out here, rain, sleet, snow. We're here. We united as one.
They work for different companies, but striking union workers come together in Detroit with one goal: solidarity. Workers from 3 different industries took in the March for Workers' Rights and Economic Justice event.
Yeah, those industries, automotive, gambling, and healthcare, all different industries, one united message and some Lansing star power. Fox 2's Camille Amiri has more.
At Hart Plaza, with General Motors headquarters in the background,
Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets!
union members on strike gathered, taking part in Detroit's March for Workers' Rights and Economic Justice on Thursday.
Just listening to the healthcare workers, listening to the auto workers, listening to the Blue Cross Blue Shield workers, that all of our issues that align, they're the same. That's what brings us together. That's the thread that holds us tight.
Top of the list, they want an increase in wages, but they also want something you can't put a price tag on, and that's respect.
You can see it. Our time is now. What better time now than after the pandemic? After they make their money, why can't we get our money? And that's just how I feel about it.
Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist speaking words of encouragement.
However long it takes, this movement is worth it.
Yes!
Because you are worth it.
Yes! And while it may be worth it, it certainly isn't easy. Strike workers are forced to get by on strike pay, just $500 a week.
We standing strong. We're out here, rain, sleet, snow. We're here. We united as one. We're solid. Let's go.
We're gonna fight. We're gonna win. We're gonna fight. We're gonna win. And don't forget that. Thank you very much.
In downtown Detroit, Camille Amiri on The Edge.
Tonight, President Biden addressed the nation, saying support for Israel and Ukraine vital for our nation's security.
It comes hours after the president returned to the White House from Israel. Now, it was the first time that he saw the horror that nation has been through.
We're pursuing every avenue to bring their loved ones home. As president, there is no higher priority for me than the safety of Americans held hostage. The terrorist group Hamas unleashed pure, unadulterated evil in the world.
President Biden plans to ask Congress for more than $100 billion to support Ukraine and Israel, which are under siege right now. The president plans to use the money to better arm Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan as well.
We are going to win full force. The entire people of Israel is standing behind you, and we will give the blow to our enemies, so we get to victory. Victory.
Meantime, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu gives his soldiers encouragement as the death toll continues to rise. In total, more than 4,000 Israelis and Palestinians have been killed in less than 2 weeks into the conflict. Netanyahu told soldiers to be on standby, but it's unclear when they will invade Gaza. Hundreds of militant targets in Gaza have been hit. Meantime, humanitarian aid for Palestinians could be delivered tomorrow.
Well, turning to the weather now, wet and dreary. Well, that's going to be around for a while, that theme will.
Yeah, it's tough to get out of bed when those days come around, and you deserve, though, better weather for your birthday tomorrow. Brooke, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Rich can't change that, but we can make him feel special.
Happy birthday to Ruth. There you go, man.
Thank you so much.
We're talking low pressure spinning across the central Great Lakes. It has been a rainy day, but nothing very heavy. A lot of us have picked up close to 1/4 of an inch of rain. Still some showers around Chicago, up through the Thumb region, all the way up to Harrisville and Oscoda. And it's going to be showery for the rest of tonight. You can see some of the more steadier rains up around Flint right now, also west of us around Battle Creek. Live pictures from the Mackinac Bridge. Pretty dreary up there as well. Temperatures in the lower 50s at the bridge. Check out the daytime highs today. 57 for us, 59 Alpena, close to 60 up there around Escanaba and Ludington. But we made it to 57. Look at the records for this time of October. 85 and 22. On the low side, a lot of this are in the middle 50s right now, and these numbers will hold steady. There's that breeze from the south and southwest, which will keep us on the mild side really through tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow we have a chance with clouds and showers to get up close to 60 degrees. But tomorrow, low pressure begins to pull away from the area. Still on the backside, some showers around Friday, and again on Saturday, another piece of energy comes through the lower lakes. So for tonight, it's going to stay damp. We're down to 52. Tomorrow, back to 60. Well, let's say 59, near 60 degrees. Spotty showers, not as wet tomorrow as what we had today. And then some more light showers around Saturday. It's going to be chilly inside Spartan Stadium for football Saturday evening. And then sunshine returns Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. A full check at 4 a.m.